Hey y'all, I'm Patrick with Rowdy Restorations. Today we are back in Perry, Georgia for episode 3 from the Georgia National Antique Ag Show. Really enjoy this show. Been coming here for several years. You all seem to really like episode 1, so that's good. And you all stay tuned and we'll wrap it up in this episode. And I appreciate you all watching. Chandler made it down from back home. He brought his little 2010 gas burner out. Had him park it next to the 2020 so a feller can kind of look at the differences in generations right there between the two. The 2020 would have been the direct replacement for the 2010, but there is not much on them that's compatible. Pretty interesting little deal.
It's almost like your age.
Something like that.
Absolutely. So his sign there says the ability of an engine to start is inversely proportional to the number of people watching. And that is absolute truth. Ah, there it goes. Couple more Olivers have rolled in. 1650 and an 88. I guess they're about a similar size tractor, aren't they? Boy, that is a clean looking John Deere B right there. 1947, Lebanon, Tennessee. I had a 1952 that we restored. Put a bunch of work into that tractor. I'm not sure where it's at anymore. We ended up selling it and moving on from it. I don't think I showed you guys this yet, at least in this video. There's Charlie Bedner's little 4020, mini 4020, dual wheels, this little custom plow for it. There's a 4010 gas burner right there. Hard to see this in this light, but there's Chopper Don's 2510. Pretty nice tractor he had redone a little while back. He's been hauling it around to some of the shows. Nice little Oliver 88 with a plow.
Alice WD. Oh man, look at that. John Deere H with duals. A Moline Model R. You don't see quite as many Molines at the shows and stuff these days. Big old 5020. Yep, there's a truck riding around. An old tractor on the back of it. Must be doing pictures. I think it's picture time for them. Super MTA Farm All. Here's a good one. John Deere 430. That's the wide frame garden tractor, same generation as the 318s. Look at that. Out of Henderson, North Carolina is where that tractor was sold. That's pretty cool. Might have to come up here and get some footage of this running. Corn sheller and a mill. But y'all check this out right here. This feller here has more miles on this load of Sears tractors than you could imagine. He hauls these things. I feel like he's been to nearly every show that I go to, and he hauls these tractors around. Well, there you go. His one that he unloads, he has one right here that he unloads all the time, and then he leaves these other ones on the trailer. There he is in 2009 in Rantoul, 2011 in Rantoul. I was there for that one. 13, I was there for that one. I missed these ones. And then I think I went back. I was Zolfo Springs in 22. I hadn't been to Zolfo Springs in a long time. So I went to Alaska. Golly, he sure travels around. Rantoul in 2021. I made it. I made it there for that one. We'll run down this lineup of Ford tractors over here. These guys have brought in a very nice lineup of them. I have not talked to these fellers. I don't really know where they're out of or anything, but they've definitely got some nice stuff. Ford 4000 when they switched to blue and gray. And then the 601 Workmaster. Here's a nice one right here. 871, a front wheel assist, and a Selecto speed. That's definitely a rare bird. And then they got a 8N on tracks. And then your normal 8N. And right here is a 8N with the flathead V8 in it. Now there was one inside that I was talking about. I do believe this one is a true funk conversion because of this extension put on right here. And then this also has the Sherman overdrive transmission in it too. Yeah, it says Henry conversion kit for the V8 with 3-speed Sherman, so I'm not sure. Maybe that's a different conversion kit. Funk was the first one to do conversion kits for him. I guess that's the moral of the story. And here is a pretty cool setup right here now. That's a Ford 8N with a grader attachment built onto it. Dearborn Equipment grader. Look at how they hooked that up. They hooked it to the front axle of the tractor. So I'd say this was a bolt-on attachment. I mean, you wouldn't want to change this thing on a daily basis. But a feller could take it off if you needed to put something else on. That's pretty cool. And then here's another rare bird, a 541 offset. I say rare, I mean they're out there, but they're just they're not very common. And see, that was the same concept as the Cub, Farmall Cubs and what have you. It's offset off to one side so the operator can look down and see the crops better and then prevent from damaging the crops. There's a 741 row crop, so that's your normal row crop configuration there. They've definitely got a nice lineup down through there. Here's another John Deere G. And then a 630 on LP. That's a pretty cool tractor. 180 Massey. This one's all painted up. I got some footage of a 180 out there plowing. That 2510. Guess that means there's two 2510s here at the show. This one's got some big rubber on it though. Then here's an Industrial H. There's a late styled John Deere B pressed steel frame. Farmall Super H. And an Alice Chalmers B. I painted one of those one time for a buddy of mine. My dad had a C and my buddy Gary had a Model B. He was supposed to be here at this show too, and I haven't heard from him or seen him, so I guess I need to catch up with him. Farmall Cub, and then a 1954 Jubilee. Oh, they got a cane syrup display, or looks like they got a generator to run to cook it all and everything right on the trailer. That's pretty cool. Hopefully in December I can bring you some footage of an old-fashioned cane cooking from Mr. Steve Milton's place, weather and time permitting. Here's you another high crop IH 1066 high clear, sitting next to a 1566 with a cab on it. Well, the high clear has a cab too. Super C Farmall. So all over 66 row crop. They got an MT back there. .135 Massey. It's a good little utility tractor there. They're out of Tifton. So there's the Massey's competition in that size class. Oh man, would you look at that? I just said you don't see a lot of Molines at the shows anymore. And somebody has brought out a Moline with the grader attachment on it. About like that Ford over there. I don't know enough about Molines to tell you what model this is. It's not written on it. Kind of looks like that R that's over there, but it's got a lot smaller wheel equipment and stuff on it. So I don't know what model it is. But that's pretty darn cool. There's a Super H with a single front. Big old 650 standard. And then they got another nice one here. 806 standard. It's a nice tractor. We'll loop back around. So the IH boys couldn't be outdone by Hamilton with his John Deere cotton picker inside, so they made sure to get a cotton picker out here of their own too. These things are a lot of work to haul around, so it's always cool to see somebody bring one out to a show. They got a couple engines right there. That's a nice tractor. Running full tilt today, man.
I'm in South Reedy, Canada, and North Reedy.
I want you to look at how tight that hay press is.
Y'all come on and get some peanuts. Come on and get some peanuts. Take them home, make peanut brittle, peanut butter. Just to let you know a little bit of history, the first diesel engine that ever ran on peanut oil. The reason why they call it a diesel engine, why we call it diesel at the pump, is because the guy that invented the first diesel engine, his name was Diesel. But he used peanut oil to run the engine. Why we're having this fuel problem now, I don't know, because the farmers are producing fuel.
They're putting a block. I don't know.
Take him in there,
So the real work gets done
Thank you for helping out, man.
right here. Oh yeah. The real work gets done right here by Hamilton and his wife Allison over here. A month or two ago, when these peanuts got dug, somebody had to stack them on these pallets and get them ready to dry. And there ain't a big old crowd standing around like there is today to help to help do that work. The two of them get that stuff gathered up, stacked up on this buggy right here, and they pull it into a pole shed. That way it can sit there and dry and be ready to go for this show. I'll say that these people that help put these shows on, it's an absolute amazing amount of work that they put into getting this stuff ready so people can come out and see it and get to learn a little bit about the history of agriculture. The only good news is around here nobody has to sew the sacks up because they get emptied out as fast as we put them in the sack. Right here's the star of the show. I done told them you and Hamilton are the ones that have to do all the real work because you got to stack that trailer.
If I got it down so fine.
That's good. Looks like you're going to have to stack even more for next year.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of.
This is one of the only round fender 110s I've seen at the show. Oh man, and it's a hydro. And it's a hydro lift. He's even got the mule drive still on there for the mower deck. That's a nice, yeah, that's a nice original tractor right there. Nope.
Well, the decals, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's going to be painted more if I do it.
Okay, cool. Oh, really? So what size is that?
Quarter scale of the case, 16.
Yeah. So it's quarter scale. Is it like quarter scale of the 150 then, or just one of the big ones?
No, 60.
Oh, of your 60, you have a 60, okay.
Running low on fuel.
Yeah, boy.
Oliver, you need to build one of these.
That is a cool little engine.
I've seen one before, but a lot smaller.
So the feller said that this tractor was actually built in 1953 as a quarter scale of a 60 horse case steam engine, and I'm pretty sure he said he has a full-size one too. But that's pretty wild. Quarter scale built back then. It's older than some of the tractors that we restore now. So the rumor is next year's theme will be from mules to microchips. And check out the statue they've got out front right here. Look at this thing.
This is one of those honeybee loaders.
I've never seen a honeybee loader.
That's what it is.
Oh, it is,
right,
Yeah, it
says
says
right here on the decal.
it says honeybee loader.
Looks like it's mounted on a farm-all drivetrain.
That's what I'm thinking. I think Gil's onto something there. Farm-all drivetrain, probably.
Because I think they built these on farm-all B's and C's. This particular example has seen some better days, so it's pretty good. Yeah, cool little honeybee loader.
That's a unique piece right there, that's for sure. Another steam engine out here. Or this is the only steam engine out here, but here's some footage of it. These things are just majestic. They're very, oh. Yeah, you're good. Listen to the whistle there. 1914 Frit. What horsepower is it?
14.
14?
Yep.
Wow.
Real horsepower there back then.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
horsepower's about 95.
Okay, cool.
What about the torque on here though?
Okay. Yeah, those things, the horsepower rating wasn't high, but you know, they were torque monsters. I mean, just unbelievable amounts of torque. impressed with that old G. It'll pull that disc without much issue. So part of the difficulty's been talking to Hamilton. They've had a ½ inch of rain in the last 3 months. Boy, that little Ford plow behind that John Deere will dig now. Here comes Mac on their 70 diesel. We're trying out the disc plow behind Chandler's 2010 here, and that 2-bottom plow is actually all she wants. She'll start spinning. I think something is tracking wrong with the wheel. I'm not sure. No, it'll lay over right. So the plow's tracking a little crooked behind the tractor is what the problem is. Down here in middle Georgia, the secret is to have a little 2-bottom plow hooked up behind your 620. There's one of the fellow YouTubers that comes out to these tractor shows. Go check him out, Rustic Restorations. Him and his dad are out of North Georgia. They come to a lot of these same shows. Well, there's the little Brindley plow that we picked up at Classic Green in Wisconsin. And I'd say I got my money's worth out of it right there, because that's what it's all about. Got little man out here plowing. Oh, this ground is super hard too, by the way. It has a tough time staying in there. I've been riding on the back of it, but obviously it's hard to film and ride on the back, so. But there you have it. He doesn't care, he's having a blast. It'll get in there and cut once in a while. She's supposed to work right there. Look at that. Bottom of the furrow is flat. Tractor's biting good. I wonder if it'll stay now. If we could get this set up and get into some decent dirt, it would keep, yep, see, it lifts out right there. Figured I'd get a shot of these two tractors. I saw them earlier. They had come in, I think, today. Unstyled B on rounds, folks, and this H. Both of them are super nice tractors. That H even has hydraulics. Looky there, for y'all that watch this channel, the pony motor's headed to its new home.
Eventually, we'll get put on some other video when it's on the correct tractor.
Yeah, eventually it'll be on the correct tractor.
Rob's gonna help me change it out.
This unit here wasn't actually at the show. Over here at my buddy's place where I let me park my tractors. But check that thing out. John Deere 99 self-propelled cotton picker. Pretty cool. Got a gas motor in it. How about that? But yeah, it's a 2-row cotton picker. So most of the tractor units, I'm pretty sure all the John Deere tractor units were 1 row. And then this is a self-propelled unit that they built. And it is a 2-row unit, high drum. If you watched the first episode when I was talking about Hamilton's 22, it's a low drum, I do believe. But that's a pretty cool piece right there. Here's another pretty cool piece right here. This is a peanut digger or a peanut inverter. So you go down the rows and had to dig the peanuts, and then they come up across this slats or whatever to shake the dirt off of them, and then they'll come out the back right here. And I reckon that's pretty sure that's what they would have been using around the same time as that thrashing machine, is my understanding. You see the thrashing machine running in episode 2 and in this episode as well. But I'm pretty sure that's what this is from talking to Hamilton. Here's another interesting piece of peanut farming equipment, I believe. This is like your like the thrashing machine. So I guess this would be a pull behind peanut combine. It's got a pickup head on it right there. And it's got a big offset tongue that offsets to one side, and looks to me like it will go right down the row and pick up the peanuts that have been inverted and allowed to dry, and then thrash them and go on down through there. That's pretty neat. Almost forgot to shoot an update for you guys. Made it home. This is the load that I brought home. I swapped the Oliver for the 2020 coming home because I might have bought that disc plow. I think I showed it to you guys in a clip of one of the videos. So I was trying to cipher out how to get it home. I didn't really have room on this load to get it. But Mr. Hamilton let me leave my 2020 and the 6x6 or the 6x4 Gator down there for a little bit. So I've got to shoot back down there here in the next few weeks. I'll just make a day run of it, run down there and get that stuff. Boy, this modern equipment sure has come a long ways. I'm not quite sure what this attachment is for here. It looks like it's for making beds or uprooting something. Shoot, I don't know. That is a wide attachment though. You wouldn't want to have to run down the road very much with that dude. Then they got a little land leveler behind that one. And then check out the cotton bales out here. There's your picked cotton. They're big old bales too, guys. I mean, them things are massive. A lot bigger than your normal round bale of hay. They got them lined up down through here. This field actually has a center pivot on it. And then they've got them lined up all down that road frontage out there. Well, we're loaded up, northbound and down. That'll have everything kind of picked up from this show and get back home and see if we can get it all squirreled away for the winter. That's the last show of the season right there, guys, for us. All right, well, we made it back home with the last load from Perry. Got the Gator and the 2020 on here. I guess I really didn't show this much earlier in the video, but check it out. There's the disc plow that we picked up from Buck. That actually, that used to be Lee White's at one time, and Buck got it from that sale and ended up passing it along to me. But that'll be pretty cool. I've got a 1020 that would actually look real good behind. That needs some work, go figure. But anyways, that'll be it for the all the episodes from Perry. That'll be it for this episode for sure. I hope you guys have enjoyed. As always, like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and doesn't cost a dime. Also, hey, if you think about it, share it to a friend. I'd really like to keep the channel growing, and my goal is to break 1,000 subscribers this year, and we're on the right track, so hopefully we can get there. So I appreciate you all watching. Thanks.